why hustle won't make you rich. Hey, what's up? This is Pete Scott here, sales and business mentor for the 1%. In this video, I'm going to share with you exactly why this whole trend of 5 a.m. starts, you've got to hustle, you've got to work 170 hours a week when there's only 168 hours in a week. You've got to put your whole life into your business or into your project to make it work isn't necessarily the best strategy, and actually, if anything, it can be damaging your business, it can be damaging your career, and of course, it can be affecting your health. Of course, I do believe in working hard. I do believe in a hustle in the right time. But far more important than hustle is that you work smart. And in this video, I'm going to share exactly what I mean by working smart. Because we hear this thing, oh yeah, you've got to work smart. But actually, there's this particular way that millionaires and billionaires, self-made millionaires and billionaires, that they follow. This is not lottery winners, this is people who are smart about business. And I want you, whatever you're doing, whether you're running a yoga studio, whether you have an insurance company, whatever it is that you're in, whatever field you're in, I want you to be a great success in that field. But I promise you, there is a better way, a more strategic way that you can create incredible results and actually work a lot less. Now, I'm not saying this to make you jealous at this point, but in the last 5 years, I barely worked a day. Yes, I work very hard, but the reason why I can say that is because, number one, I'm doing what I love to do. In fact, today, I'm here in London. I've just finished with a client that I've worked with today, and I've shared some skills and some strategies for them to succeed. But also, I'm using this one particular thing that you have to stick around till the end of the video to really ensure you understand from start to finish. Also, what I want you to do is comment below the action that you will take as a result of watching today's video. And if you have questions, post them below as well, because I will personally come back to you on your questions on this video. So I'm just going to bring the camera a little bit closer because I want to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So we know that in life, yeah, this is what we've been told. You've got to hustle. Gary Vaynerchuk will say that, you've got to go out there and work 7 days a week and not take any days off and all that. Okay, sure, you've got to work hard from time to time. But I've started drawing my model here, and I'm going to share with you exactly what happens in the education system and why you see it every day, especially if you live in a city like London or New York. You see thousands of people all rushing to the tube or the bus every single morning, or if you're driving into town at 8 in the morning, 8:30 in the morning, everybody start traffic to get to go and earn some money, right? And the reason is this: we've been taught only one form of leverage. And the word of the day, the word for this video is leverage. Let me write it up on the board here. From the age of 4, or whenever you started school, you're told throughout school to work very, very hard, get a good job, and then from there, if you work even harder, then you will get a promotion. And when you get a promotion, well, let's work even harder, and then from there, you'll earn more money. So up here, we're going to say it's the money. So we put 20K a year, 50K, and we'll put 100K. Now down here, it's 0. Now, let me ask you something. Why are children so happy? Because they have no worry, no problems, right? They're not thinking about money. They're just living their, living their joy. They're living in the present moment. But then in school, we're started that conditioning begins that, hey, you've got to work hard, get a good job, and start earning 20K a year. So you put in, we'll do along the bottom here, effort. You start putting in the effort so you can earn 20K a year. And you say, this 20K a year is not getting me where I want to be. So you say, right, okay, I work really hard and get a promotion so I can become a manager. So now I'm earning 30, 40K a year. You see where this is going? And then from there, you think, you know what, I'm still not getting what I want from life. This is incremental improvements, but it's not taking me to a place where I'm getting exponential returns. If I give you £2 and you give me £5, and then next week I give you £2 and you give me £5, is that a fair deal? But that's exactly what we're doing in the employment system. You are giving £5 per week to your employer, and your employer just gives you £2 back. So what does that mean? And that basically means that we're in a system that isn't working in our favor, but it's the only system that we've been taught. It's the system that says you are the leverage. You have to give your time, you have to give your life in order to get money. And if you've only ever been taught that's the only way that you can generate money, you will spend your entire life, which millions of people do, going after money, chasing after money. And we know that this game eventually gets us to a point, yeah, sure, you might hit the 100K a year, you might hit the 250,000 a year, but if you're only giving yourself as leverage, it's a very limited model. And of course, then we hit the ceiling. Now you may have heard of this before, write this down, comment below. Law of diminishing returns. The law of diminishing returns means that when you hit that peak, that you cannot give anymore because you've maxed out on your leverage. You've given your time, your stress, you've given your health to a company, or to some job that you may not even care about in exchange for money or exchange for a weekend. And once people hit here, they hit anxiety, they hit stress, and all of these problems. And then from there, it doesn't matter how hard you work, eventually you are going to crash. If I said to you, I want you to sprint at 15 miles an hour, at the beginning of that sprint, you're going to feel great. Yeah, so the first few seconds, you're going to feel great. But then I say, keep sprinting, keep sprinting. And then from there, at 15 miles an hour, you're going to slow down to 10 miles an hour. And eventually, you're going to be walking. And if I keep saying, work harder, work harder, work harder, the law of diminishing returns, you're putting in more effort to crawl because I'm pushing you than you were sprinting at the beginning. Make sense? This doesn't seem like a fair system. The answer is because it's not a fair system. You're not meant to work your whole life in exchange for 2 days a week where you get a little bit of freedom to only go back on the Monday to do it all over again. This model is out of date. This model should not be shared in today's world. It's highly limiting. So the big question is, if millionaires and billionaires, if people who get rich and not get rich quick, or they get rich quick can happen as well if you use this thing correctly, leverage. Think about this. If there's a seesaw, and you want the seesaw to tip in your favor, you need enough weight on this side for this side to go up. This side, so the right side, is all of your, this is your dreams. What else do you want to tilt in your favor? Your goals. You want time, fulfillment, health, wealth, all of these things. Whatever it is for you, travel perhaps. I love to travel. Me and my girlfriend, we travel every single month. We travel 2-3 times a month most of the time. But the only reason why we can do it is because we've created enough weight on this side so we have the freedom in our lives. Hit the like button if this is making sense. Now, that means that we've created this thing called leverage. So on the left side, rather than just saying, I'm the leverage for life and I'm going to run to the tube station because if I don't get there for work, my boss isn't going to be happy with me. That's not good. Look at it a different way. Create some high income skills. So high paying skills. I'm going to ask you right now, do you have something that could pay you 100,000 a year? It's a skill. So create a high income skill. But that's still you leverage. So let's move on from this. Millionaires and billionaires, they build teams around them. So they're leveraging with a team. From there, if you take something like network marketing, you get to build a team around you, or affiliate marketing, you get to build a team around you. Isn't that amazing, right? So you can build a team. From there, systems. Find or create a system that does the work while you sleep, so you can earn while you are having a nap. That's how business really works. They say your network is your net worth. So who is your network right now? What are the 5 people you're spending the most time with? The more you can add on this side, the more weight you can add on this side, the more all the things you want are going to tilt in your favor. So that is a system that actually works. Rather than just relying on you, you're now building for the future. Now, so let me show you how great this is. Just to finish up, and I'm going to leave you with something to think about. Let's do this model again. 0, 20K, 50K, let's do 250K to unlimited. Effort along the bottom. Excuse my writing down here. Effort. You start off with 0, and by the way, this is like, if you've been following this model for the last 10, 20 years or even 5 years, you've got to break that habit And from there, you've got to look at it from a different way and say, okay, so I've got to start from zero. And by the way, this probably makes a lot of logical sense for you already, but the reason why you haven't stepped from here to here is because we fear going back to zero. Nobody wants to be a beginner again. And rather the devil you know than the one you don't. But I want to encourage you right now in this video, it is 2018. It is time for action. It is time for you to do whatever you want because you've got social media, you've got YouTube, you've got Google, you've got 7 billion potential customers around the world. You don't have to be a wage slave anymore. You can do what you want when you create the leverage. So let me show you what happens here. Yes, you're going to go back to zero. I'm not denying that. You've got to have a lot of energy at this point. But instead of working hard just to go and have to work hard the next month, what you're going to do this time is you're going to work hard at the beginning to create leverage. Build a team, build the skills, create the skills in your life, invest in yourself. Find a system that is already out there and proven. So in my business, we have a proven system that's making the team a lot of revenue along the way. Build your network, do all of these things, and then from there, as you do that, guess what? Your revenue is going to go up, but as your team start to become skilled, your systems are in place, now you can reduce the effort and there's no ceiling to your potential earning. So you get to live a life that you love, you get to inspire people, you get to have that personal transformation, make an impact in the world, and that is why hustle won't make you rich, but leverage will change your life. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me on this YouTube video. Comment below if you want to find out more about how you create leverage through what I do and how that can help you, then let me know that as well. But don't do anything other than going away from this video and making sure that you create some kind of leverage in your life, because if you're not creating your own leverage, then you will be leverage for someone else. All the best. I'll see you in the next video.